I remember once social workers came and they wanted to take the kids.
Sure.
I refused.
Okay, so who was taking care of them while you were
No
at risk?
one.
Wait, what?
The 14-year-old, she ended up falling pregnant.
Yo.
My mind is damaged. I take 12 pills.
But then who's present for you?
I died. I don't know for how many hours.
What?
And then I saw the report. It says uncontrollable epilepsy. Or I was fighting and beating and biting.
So you can't even remember
I
any
don't
of
remember.
this? There's something about music that just heals the soul.
That's right.
And our guest today says music saved my life. I am looking forward to what she had to say because, as you guys know, we don't just bring ordinary people, ordinary stories. Everything is extraordinary because we absolutely love you and we hope that you're going to show us the love back by interacting on this episode. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you comment down below, you subscribe, you like, you comment. If you're listening on Spotify or other digital platforms, welcome. Don't forget to like. Today's guest has your name.
Yeah.
And my name.
What are
What
the odds?
are the odds? What are the odds? So her name is Nthabiseng. My name is Nthabiseng. Her name is also Innocentia. Your
My
name
name
is
is
Innocent. I know.
mean-
She's from Pretoria. Mugel.
Mamelodi.
Nagana.
No, wait, what?
Stop.
You're from Mums.
Yeah, I'm from Mamelodi.
Welcome.
And we're from Mums.
Welcome, girl. Welcome. Welcome home.
Thank you for having me. And then also thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for being here, and Nthabiseng. It's an absolute pleasure. Can we go into your story? But first, an introduction of who you are. We know you're from Mums, but
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
get into the background story.
Right. I'm Nthabiseng Innocentia Monageng. I am 33 from Mamelodi and I am an educator. I teach grade 10 to 12. I teach tourism and life orientation. And then I'm also a DJ. I do radio. I do clubs. I'm also a nightclub DJ. Yeah.
And then during the week, you're a teacher. You are this consecutive teacher. And then,
I'm
wow.
doing a lot.
So what if your students are on the dance floor? Wait, did you do your homework? Wait, nah.
Yeah, so I'm sort of like an inspiration to my learners. Do you understand that your life cannot only be glued on one thing? Do you understand? You can do whatever that you want.
Be
Multiple.
whatever you want.
I'm an author. Yeah. So I don't know if my learners are there. I can't there and now I'm there for the money.
You're working.
I'm working. Yeah. So I started DJing in 2011 and I started teaching in 2014. So I've been teaching for 10 years and DJing for I don't know how many years. Yeah, and then I wrote this book, Music Saved Me, in 2021 because I wanted to share my experience with the world because obviously I've been through the most.
And that's why you're sitting on that hot seat.
Yeah. So my story, let me just take a deep breath in. I lost my parents when I was very young. My father was murdered when I was 4 by his best friend. And then my mother passed on in 2009. And she left me with my siblings. The youngest was 9 months, and the other one was 2 years.
Sure.
And then the other one was 14. I was 19 then. And
Wait. So both parents died. You are 19 years old. And now you are raising your siblings who are now your children because your parents are no longer alive.
when I started DJing, it was like a side hustle for me.
Okay.
I was doing, when my mom passed on, I was doing my first year at University of Pretoria.
Okay.
So I was staying in Res. So a lot of people ask me why I DJ and why I teach. I do that because I have to, since I'm the breadwinner at home, and you know the salary, teaching salary is not enough. And I'm not very good at maybe like starting a business or convincing people to buy. So I thought, since I love music, let me rather get a side hustle that has to do with
That's music related.
Yes. So it can be something that you love at least.
yeah. So I started playing in Sunnyside. There's a club called Europe.
Before you got into music, just raising children
Sure.
by yourselves, as I would say, yes, you're an adult dancing, but you're still a child. How was that for you? Because I mean, you can have one child and you are feeling it. Now it's not even just one child. You also have it's 3 children, and then there's you, of course, because you still
And an
in school.
infant also,
Sure.
you know.
How was that?
It was so.
Did you get support from
I
your
didn't
family?
get support because after my mother's funeral, I just don't want to bad name my extended families. But after the funeral, they just left, and they left us alone. So can you imagine buying Pampers, milk, formula, and. It was so tough. I remember once social workers came and they wanted to take the kids, and I refused. I refused. And then they told me that I then have to move out of Res and then stay with them.
So wait, where were you staying with the children?
They were at home in Bronkhorstspruit.
Okay, so who was taking care of them while you were
No
at rest?
one. The 14-year-old had to cook for them and
Wait, what?
yes.
So you were at rest because you were at school,
Mm.
and at home, the kids were alone. The 3 of them.
The
With the
14-year-old was the
eldest
adult.
one,
Being 14.
14.
Which is the reason why the social workers obviously wanted to take the kids. So you were like, nope. So did you have to drop out of school?
I didn't. I was studying education. I don't know, sometimes when God is present in your life, you just look back and say, oh wow, I don't know how I did it. I'm still amazed when I look at them. The one who was 2 now he's 17. The one who was 9 months is now 15. And they are so intelligent.
So you completed school. You made it
I
work.
finished, but I had to DJ.
Yes.
And
but
go
you
back
moved back
home.
home.
I didn't. I stayed chorus. And then the neighbors, I would just tell them, well, please go check up on them, clean the house, and then hustle, maybe get 700 and then send it to the person.
Sure.
It was not nice.
In terms of safety, though,
I don't
for the
know.
children.
But the 14-year-old, she ended up falling pregnant. Unfortunately, or fortunately, she lost the baby. I had to bury the child.
Sure.
How old was she at the time? She's a 14-year-old.
She was 14.
So at 14,
I carry, the house.
There's
There was
no parents.
guardian, there's nothing.
There's no parents.
And then
She's-
sometimes even if there's
and
no
you also
food,
feel like you're an adult now. Do you know?
Yes.
even if there's no
Yes.
food, maybe
That's another point.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, it was very tough.
Sure.
But after the funeral, I had to, even today, I talk to them all the time. Or you know what? The only thing that is gonna save us is education. So I always monitor their books, maybe me being a teacher also.
Yes.
So I always tell them, because when my mother died, she left us in a house that was like an RDP house. So I had to build the
A
house.
big enough house.
I had to build the house. I had to give them, do you know, even now I'm working, but half of my, not half, all my salary goes into maintaining the house, taking care of them. You know, this other one is like, I'm playing soccer, I need soccer boots. So, you know, the one who was 9 months and the one who was 2 are boys.
Okay.
So I was like, let me rather take care of them, because if I don't, ne, they will turn into criminals.
Yes.
So this one, the girl one, I know it's only boma dating and you know, maybe sugar daddies, but these 2, they are boys. Ne? For me to avoid having to deal with the community justice and drugs and let me rather
Nurture them. Yeah.
so I don't sleep. Even now I didn't sleep. Kore, I think maybe I sleep 3 hours. My body is used to that. I work Monday to Friday. Every Friday I have a residency at Mom's Radio. And then Saturday, Sunday, it's club hopping. And then Monday, and I teach grade 10 to 12. Can you imagine?
That's
Then I have
hectic.
to be this strong.
age.
So, but that thing created, what do I call this? It damaged me, because I'm not into relationships. See, I only had my child when I was 29 because of fear, and then I'm still taking. You know, I'm like, let me finish with these ones,
Yes.
and then maybe I can have my own child. And a little thing, it's not like I wanted the child. It was like, okay, I'm about to turn 30. Ne? I also need my own child. I also need to build my own house. I also need to do this for me. Yabo. So I felt like life, in a way, it is a bit unfair. But now, because I get invites, radio stations, television programs, newspapers. So it was through the experiences that I am reaping. Wabo. Back then I didn't know what God was doing. But now I can look back and say, yo God, you shaped me. Because do you know, if maybe I didn't have to go through that, maybe I was going to be another Nthabiseng. Maybe by now, maybe somewhere goes Gandafu in a toxic relationship with 3 kids or different fathers, so what. But now I'm very much disciplined.
Yes.
And then in all aspects, in terms of finances, in terms of education, I know I need education, and without education, I'm doomed. I am now, I just registered for my master's.
Yo.
Tabby. Love it.
Yo.
Love it for
Try.
you, my queen.
But
That's amazing.
currently, I'm suffering from chronic illnesses. You know, the fatigue, lack of sleep. I was diagnosed with epilepsy last year, October. So I'm going through psychiatrists and psychologists. So they are telling me that I panic a lot. You know, when I get home, if this is broken, I have to fix it. Do you understand? If the kettle is not working, it's only me. And I tell myself, if not me, then who?
So there's the stress, the pressure, it got to you and
much.
affected your health. And you know, when your health is affected, it also affects the kids, because obviously they need you to be 100% all the time. So how has that been, just adjusting, or how have you adjusted your life so that you take things easier?
I don't know. I just pray about everything. And I just tell God, you know, I lock myself in the room and cry. And then when I come out, I'm like, Wabo, take them to Wimpy. As long as they are jumping around and they are happy. This one wants boots, I have to buy. This one, I have to take them to hairstylist. You know, you have to pay the DSTV. You have to do all those things. And then in that small lanyana corner, you cry. Or when I'm driving back to my place, then I'll be crying, because my mind is damaged, so damaged because of all of that.
So are you on chronic medication now for that and treatment?
Yo.
Antidepressants. I take 12 pills. 6 in the morning and 6 at night before I sleep.
For?
Appetite, mood swings, bipolar, depression, epilepsy, and insomnia. Because I cannot sleep if I don't have my pills. I can stay for 4 days without
Awake.
sleeping. Yeah.
So 3 hours for you is sleep, because I don't even consider 3 hours as sleep.
Yeah,
Because that is not
that's
healthy
napping.
for your
Nah,
body.
I just blink. It's not sleeping.
And I'm sure you're a
It's just
light
blinking.
sleeper as well.
Because my mind is
Is
always
awake.
running.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're always thinking of a lot of things.
all the time.
Tell us about your siblings. And I can imagine, because you also going through a lot, right? And I'm so sorry for the loss of your parents. I can't imagine how that must be. And so how are they handling it? You know, they're younger, might not be as mature as you are, yet you are going through so much. How are they taking it? How are they processing it? Because especially the one who was 14, there's a lot of psychological damage that was done there. Has she gone for therapy? Has she seen psychologists? What's happening with her life? What are some of the big moves that she has made in her life?
I tried. She's now doing hospitality. I registered her. But God works in mysterious ways. She's like my pillar of strength. She's a prayer warrior.
Come on.
That one is a prayer warrior. Kori, she calls me and be like, Nthabiseng, please pray.
Yeah.
Do this and this and this. And she knows we are like this.
So she's in school now.
Yeah, she's in school
Okay.
now. Like, I'm forever
love
not
it.
at home. Ne? But when I get home, the house is clean. She cooked. She washed. Do you know I don't do anything? She does laundry for me, everything. I didn't have a chance to sit down with her and have this conversation because we are just floating, and sometimes I feel like they are still very young for us to have this conversation. So I'm gonna maybe wait another 10 years, then maybe we'll talk about it. But I try all the time. We go to church, and then when I'm at home, I make sure there's food, there's everything. The house is warm, and they don't feel this void that we don't have parents, that whatever. So
And the boys, how are they doing?
I don't know. This one who's 17.
You make it sound so challenging to raise boys. I'm just, because you're like, hey, the
This
boys.
one.
I know it's expensive to raise boys as well. Their clothes are
yeah,
expensive. Their lifestyle is expensive. So, and also with boys, not having a father figure as well is a little bit challenging. I mean, I respect single mothers and they're doing an incredible job, but it doesn't erase the fact that boys need a father. In fact, kids, let's not even make it about boys. Kids need a father figure. And it's so sad for me when you grow up without a father figure. Even me as a girl, I wish I had my father present in my life. I feel like there's a lot of mistakes I wouldn't have done if my father was present. A lot of things. So I cannot imagine for them.
The one who's 17 has a lot of anger issues. I don't even talk to him sometimes. I just shower him with whatever. Nthabiseng Aksapara size 7. I now wear size 8. And then I won't wear Akamen's shoes. I need Nike, I need Adidas. Do you understand? So, see, I don't even have nails because
You're trying to keep.
do you understand? I take all the money that I have and then I just give it to them.
And the other boy?
The other one, the sweetest, that one. But he isolates himself a lot. And I always try to be present. I think in me being present, they don't feel this void, that we don't have parents.
But then who's present for you?
Someone told me that who's taking care of you? You are giving. Who's giving you? So
Because I think that's the reason you drink so many pills every day, because it's a lot, you know. And like said, I think therapy will be very good for for the entire family, because I feel like you're all going through so much, and the absence of parents, my goodness, I don't wish it upon anybody.
I always tell my colleagues or friends that
Be
guys,
grateful.
you don't know.
We tell them all the time, right?
Just wait until. Guys, you don't know pain.
Yeah.
I see mjolo, I see, but
Yeah.
just lose your parents.
Right? Yeah.
Especially your mother.
Yeah.
That thing is not nice.
And I see people with parents and I'm like, guys, you have gold in your hands, right in your house. And people don't realize that you don't just feel it as a child, even as a grown adult. You feel it. When you have kids, you feel it. When you start a new job, you feel it. When you lose a job, you feel it. When you literally every stage of your life, and it just feels so unfair, but we need to carry our crosses.
Do you know the pain of calling a grave mama?
Yes.
Saying mama to a
They're
grave.
not on your phone book, babe. They are not on your phone. Sometimes I wish it can be a voicemail. At least let me hear the voice. Yeah. But it's our cross to carry. It's our cross to. We're all called for different things. And there's nothing that God can put on you that you can't handle. You handling your cross very well right now. I want us to
Do you
get
think
into
so?
yeah.
I feel like
Oh no,
you drink so much.
You are.
Even I'm just like, what? You're still studying, and your sister is also going to school, and
She's school.
You are doing very well.
I am so happy that today I'm telling my story. Because sometimes, especially my colleagues, they don't understand me. When I get there, I'm always bubbly because I don't wanna. Because once I keep quiet, I think about that. I have to send.
I'm sure for them,
money.
Nthabiseng wa
Yeah,
papa.
sekgafi seo. Yo, Monageng. They call me Monageng.
Yeah.
Yo, Monageng, wena. No, you talk too much.
Monageng, every like a DJ.
Yeah. And then, this other teacher is a pastor there. So I was like, yo, mara my nero, wa bona hore there's no money in teaching. Join me. You DJ. I don't do those things. They have devils in them. You just stand there, Musi, you make the patrons dance. About 800 and you go home. And then they see you eating McDonald's before payday. They say, Monai, where did you get the money? Right, guys, I don't rely on teaching alone.
The circumstance.
But because I know that my salary goes home, then I have to make this one for me. My born. So you don't have to wear your poverty. You don't have to look like, I don't have parents. I don't even like sobbing. I don't even tell people, only when I start talking, that's when you're like, you've seen it.
And I think that brings us to the conclusion of why you wrote your book, Music Saved My Life. Is that where the DJing comes in? Is that where the healing comes in for you? Because I wanted to know where the shift and the turnaround was for you, because there has to be a place where you draw your strength from. For a lot of us, of course, it's Christianity and our source of belief and our anchor in Christ. But also, he gives us gifts that we can also lean on, right? Which is part of our purpose. And I believe music was that element for you. Yes. Can you take us through that?
So next to prayer, there's music. If you can pray, then listen to music, then that's it. So music for me was like my runaway zone or my comfort area. Escape. So my mother used to love music. On a Sunday or when she's off, she'd be like volume blast. And then I'm telling you, I even wrote on the book, Not like, the Tony Braxton, Oskido, Church Groove.
Okay.
Yeah, Lepo Matos, vibe.
Yes.
That was your mom.
Yo, my mother. And then, so we grew up with music. Do you understand? So, after I lost my mother, I couldn't talk. I think I was also hospitalized. They took me to Vista.
Sure.
Yeah, so this depression, I got it from 2009. I've been suffering from depression, but I didn't know that it was depression. It was only last year. Can you imagine? From
It was properly
2009. And you know what happened? I fainted at work. Now I imagine in front of Lenas, wearing high heels. It was around 11. Then I woke up at 9 p.m.
What?
Or I died. I don't know for how many hours. Then when I woke up, I was like, "Yo, can't what's happening?" And the doctors, they say, and then the bed that
Yo.
I was on, they put this, I don't know, this steel thingy.
Yes.
And then I saw the report, it says uncontrollable epilepsy. Or I was fighting and beating and biting.
So you can't even remember
I
any
don't
of
remember.
this.
Yeah.
These scenes were all happening when you're unconscious. So your body had literally shut down.
So what triggers the epileptic, I don't know, can I call them episodes, epileptic episodes, or
Yes,
like what triggers it?
Epilepsy, you are either born with epilepsy or they diagnose epilepsy when you are very young.
Okay.
And then in an adult, it's triggered by fatigue, stress, alcohol. Do you understand? So it was alcohol, it
Everything.
was fatigue, it was stress. And
And
then
it looks painful. Like when you're looking at someone having an epileptic attack, it looks physically painful because you can see the body suffering, literally. So how often do those happen, or is
No, I just
it
had it
better now
once and
because of
then-
medication?
Yeah,
You were
and
properly
then-
diagnosed.
they told me to stay away really from alcohol. Yo, my heart.
Did you stay away from alcohol?
I had to because imagine you are clubbing, you are DJing, then they give you your riders. You know riders, like a DJ, they give you free booze, food,
Okay.
and then they bring your riders. I want 6 Savannah there and a Sky vodka. Yo,
Have your water, girl.
oh, Jesus, you are testing me right now.
So are you still taking alcohol now? You've stopped completely.
I've stopped, but hey guys, you get tested.
Yeah.
Like
But you get
sometimes
tested?
you get tested, right?
Yeah.
So my doctor, because I go there every month, and my
Yeah.
doctor is like, but you can have a glass of wine once in a while, dry red. Are you serious? Are you serious? Just one glass. Yo, did you not see me running to a liquor store? Karibara, the doctor said,
It's
one
a
glass.
prescription.
Yeah, and then I used this giant glass. Yo, the happiness in my heart. Yo,
I'm
guys,
saying leave the wine alone.
I will leave the wine alone.
You need
but
to
do
be
you know
healthy.
some stresses, ne? They don't want you to talk, see people or what.
Yes.
You must just you'll be fine. There's wine in the Bible, guys. Red wine. Okay, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm trying.
Wow.
I'm not dead. I was very bad, Pela.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
So
very
you
bad.
come a long way.
Like I
Yeah.
used to drink, and then I hope my learners are not gonna see this.
They are going to see it. Everybody's gonna see you.
I used to drink and then I stay in Pretoria North, North Park Mall. My apartment is on top of a mall. Downstairs is a liquor store.
Sure.
So I used to every day pass by, and then the ladies say they even know me when are you not coming in Kanti today? Sure. Do you understand? It was like every day.
Because you needed something to numb your pain,
to numb the pain. I was just damaging my brain cells, and it's fatigue, it's stress, the brain is running.
Yeah.
So the psychiatrists, they help because they tell you you're going to lose, and you have a child. My daughter is only 4 years. What can you imagine? Now you are suffering because you don't have a mother. So do you want your daughter to go through the same
thing?
So I always think about her.
Yes.
And I buy my siblings or what alcohol, and I would just look at it like,
I'm not
going
there.
Sure. Wow.
Yo, Nthabiseng, what a story. I think I really enjoyed your episode. More than anything, I really celebrate your success. I think you've made really drastic decisions in your life, and you're very intentional about making the correct choices. Yes, your life is not perfect, and you've gone through the most for sure, but you definitely worked very hard to be where you are, and I celebrate that. I celebrate that you went to school. I celebrate that you graduated and completed your studies. I celebrate that you made sure that your sister goes to school. I celebrate the fact that you are even an author, still studying, and you know, and you're working as well, working hard, and that you're a mom. There's so much to take out of your story. What an incredible woman. What a powerful woman.
Yeah. I love the fact that you're queening and you are making, waves and getting multiple streams of income just to provide and to survive, and also using your passion. Because I believe that sometimes you can survive over anything, but she chose something that she loves, right? And there's only so much that we can teach our children, but what we do is also teaching them. So your kids watching you work as hard as you do and being such a great example to them is teaching them life lessons that they're forever going to live with. So well done.
That woman is a hustler. She would do anything for us to eat.
Well done, girl.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, home girl.
I'm like, I don't know where I'm going to invite her, because I'm like, I'm not a party person, but like if I could have just come and DJ. Just come and DJ for me.
I have a sound hiring I have sound, so I hire out my sound.
Okay.
So if you have private parties, weddings, and
can you do like a gospel set?
Yeah, nah.
Got you, girl. You see, she does everything. I would definitely love to support you. Thank you so much for coming to share your story. Like I said, we celebrate you. The book is available, and give me stress. So she's that teacher who's doing the most. I hope that you guys will really just give a positive comment in the comment section below. And for every woman out there who is working hard, working very, very hard for yourself, for your siblings, we celebrate you. May the good God bless you.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait to see all those learners in the comment section. Girl, you know the way to watch it. Let's discuss what your teacher does.
Can I give you the name of the school?
Yes.
Hillview High School.
Ooh, shout out to Hillview High School.
Yeah. We studied in Pretoria, so we used to compete a lot with Hillview with netball.
Can I also tell you something?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I used to work at Khatang.
Where my sister teaches.
Yeah, she's the one who got. Oh yeah, Mama's Kosan.
Yeah, shout out to
what
Mem's Kosana,
right?
Carol.
Our sister. She's our biological sister, by the way.
She told me.
Oh wow, she's going to be so happy.
But let's celebrate our teacher today.
Yes.
Shout out to all the teachers.
Are you going to invite us to your school?
Yeah, please come.
Yeah, we'll come for free for you, babe.
I'm a teacher, by the way, by default.
Are you also a teacher?
I mean,
Serious?
Yes.
I win.
No, what?
Shout out to Tab High. Shout out to Tab High.
Oh, yeah, go skip some.
And it clicks.
Well, thank you to you at home for watching. Thank you for our incredible team that makes sure this podcast is on air every single week, week in, week out. Our incredible Centtwinz TV family, everybody behind the scenes. Holla! And of course, my twin sister, partner in content.
Yes.
Innocent.
And of course, our incredible guest, Nthabiseng Innocentia. Until next time, guys, we'll see you on the other side. God bless.
Bye.